Okay, I am incredibly sleep deprived as well as overworked, and I've just consumed a meal that is not exactly nutrient dense. So I've kind of spammed my system with all kinds of inputs in the past 9 hours minimum, and now I'm a little bit frazzled, so I don't know whether or not I'm going to be speaking very clearly right now. But I want to make a video on typically opting to respect my elders. There's an attitude that some, I would say, justifiably offended and hurt people have, that this invocation to respect your elders is abused by people who just want to mistreat others. It's used by so-called elders who don't actually have basic decency in their dealings with others. I've encountered some insufferable older people, okay? That's where the Karen stereotype comes from. But I don't know, when you're not out and about and you're not trying to come up with perspectives that are fashionable in whatever social clique you permeate, just take a moment to think about how the longer you live, the more nature, life, randomness, malicious forces, whatever you want to call them, have chances to mess with you, to destabilize you, to take away your chances to get what you want, to traumatize you, to kill off your loved ones, and so on and so forth, When you're looking at somebody who's lived to a certain age, even if today they're just like limping and fat and they're a bundle of addictions and, medication consumption instances and stupid seeming habits and all kinds of bigotry, you're kind of looking at somebody who's weathered the storms of life. So, in some sense, I may not like the company of certain, say, family members who expressed, we'll say, thoroughly intolerable views or intolerant views in my presence. But at the same time, I had to acknowledge that even though I wouldn't physically be in their presence, I also wouldn't take it upon myself to embark on like a one-man crusade against whatever it is they believed. Because I know they've dealt with more than I have, okay? For a lot of people, life is experienced as a process of bitterly, militantly, sternly, and even self-harmingly defending a worldview that reality keeps clashing against. So, no one deserves servile treatment from you. No one deserves for you to regard them as a master and you as a slave in your dealings with them, But people who are older than you have gone through worse than you have, in general. So, I may not like how a certain older gentleman in this neighborhood might treat me on the basis of what he presumes when he looks at me. But I also know at the same time that maybe he's had a couple of divorces under his belt. Maybe he's had a cancer scare. Maybe he lost his best friend in some tragic fishing accident when he was a teenager. Maybe he struggled with addiction. Maybe he still does. So, I can do what I can to once again grey rock certain people and steer clear of their presence or influence while acknowledging that, I don't know, I just have to respect when somebody has lived through the struggle of life up to a certain point, okay? It's just something to think about. Thank you for watching and have a good day. And God bless you.